Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is ManTheMaker and welcome to Star Traders Frontiers. We are going to give this another shot. This is going to be my third series in this game, and I've learned some lessons. I've learned some lessons from the previous two runs. The big lesson being, stay the hell away from ship combat until you're maybe really prepared, or never, I don't know. So I'm gonna shift gears. In the military officer campaign that we just had, we tried to really engage in ship-to-ship combat, and if you want to watch out how that turned out, you can go watch those. The first season, or whatever you want to call it, the first run was with the spy, which is going to be much more similar to what we are doing here, where we're going for a much less non-combat focused, at least in space, and we're going to be doing a lot more merchanting and exploring. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. I should also say we will be also running once again on impossible difficulty, and also a preface, like, this is not really a tutorial. The first run that I did as the spy, I explained everything in the beginning. I'm still not massively experienced. I was not back then either, but I'm not gonna go into every screen and explain how everything works. So if you're looking for that, the Spy series will have much more of that, but we still will be learning together. So if you do have some kind of basic understanding of the game, then this is probably going to this will fit with you much more. So let's dive in. We're gonna take a look. I've built my class already, my captain. A little bit different than previously. So this time I put skills at the top. Wasn't really necessary. All I really wanted was the maximum explore. These I kind of just picked up as bonuses. Next up I did attributes. Every other game I've done, I did attributes first. This time, just kind of to switch things up, I made it B class. And I had done a little bit of more research as well before I started this playthrough, and using that knowledge, I know that these three attributes are particular for exploring. They give you a saving throw if you fail an exploring test. So I made them go up pretty high, and the rest I just kind of ignored. I think we'll be fine with that. I could have switched them and just pumped up my attributes even more, but I wanted a little bit of diversity in the build, I guess, so I did that. Up next, we did our ship at rank C with the Galtac freighter. As I said previously, we are going to be really looking to be making money from trading. This is an integral part of the game. It's called Star Traders Frontiers, and we're going to really embrace that as much as we can. And yeah, so I picked a fairly large ship, the Galtac freighter, and this will help us work towards that end. Next, I got experience. I didn't really care about starting with a high level experience, so I picked D, and we went as an explorer, so we start at level 2 with everybody, and our crew is all level 1. But I'm fine with that. I'm looking for the long term. Last and least, we put contacts at the bottom. I picked retired explorer, so we will have explore jobs when we are ready to do exploring. Make it a bit more valuable for us than just going to random places and exploring that way. And I made it so low, we only get 1 to start, as opposed to 2 and then up to 8, I think, because we are going to make one of our officers a merchant. And merchants get a talent that makes it whenever you buy or sell, I don't remember if it's one or the other or both, there's a chance that if you spend or buy or sell more than 5,000 bills worth of goods, there's a chance that you get a contact on whatever planet you're on or system that you're on. And so we're going to be able to pick up contacts that way going forward. So I wasn't too worried. You also start with the prince for the story, who you can run missions through, and he fulfills a lot of the other roles that we might look for a contact for, like getting trade permits, faction rank, and a couple of contacts, though I haven't actually utilized that yet. Buying contacts. They tend to be rather far away, which I don't like. And yeah, so there's our guy. We are going to go ahead and launch. We're going to continue doing a default map. One day I'll try to create a new one, but I think I'm pretty happy sticking with the default for now. You know, we're still learning the game, we're still fleshing things out. Having that kind of familiarity, I think, is kind of useful for me for now. So we are going to go with the trade clan, getting a bonus to economy and government, which will definitely benefit us. I mean, the economy makes goods come back faster, so we can do more trade runs between the same planets. Actually, don't remember what government does. But that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that for now. Really, we just care about the economy, so we're going to go ahead and pick ManTheMaker. We are, as I said, going to start on Impossible. I'm going to also manually assign talents. I just prefer to do it that way. I did a couple test runs. I wasn't always pleased with how they set things up. There's certain things that I like to prioritize for my talents. It takes a little bit of time, but I think it's well worth it. So, I have picked a name already. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that in. And we're going to be Pindiana Pones in the spirit of Mr. Jones as the explorer. This kind of little backstory. So this whole idea, the P's on the front, a couple of my friends when I lived in New Orleans, we one day figured out that if you just slap a P at the front of a name, either replacing the consonant or putting it in front of the vowel, it good times ensue. Oh, I've paid my Capital One bill. I really got to turn that off. Just go ahead and delete that so it goes away. Where was I? Ah, that's right. So, yeah, I think it started with Porridge Poshington, and then from there just kind of became a little in-joke. So I'm gonna stick with that theme. Give it up to my peeps back in New Orleans, who will probably never watch this, but that's fine. We are going to go as a male, and let's see. We're gonna go with this look. It was kind of between this one and another one with a cape. But, you know, we're snug. We're going to be out in the wilderness. And, oh, we actually have a cape as well. Yeah, we want to be warm. We're going to wear the fur. We're going to rock the fur, keep our neck nice and toasty as we go out into the forests and jungles and mountains and such. And for our face, there we go. We're going to go bald. When you have long hair and you're crawling through the bush, you can get stuck on things. And, you know, when you're exploring a dangerous place, you really don't want that to happen. So we're going to we shaved our head. We got kind of a weird looking mouth there. I don't know. He's a little bit creepy. A little bit creepy. It's like he's painted on Joker-ish little things coming off there, but that's fine. We're going functional here. We're going functional. So let's go ahead and dive on in. We are going to skip the story, aside from doing the first mission for that 10,000. So I'm just going to skip this. If you are new here, in the first, in the Spy series, I read these out with voices, and, you know, I don't know. That was a thing. Maybe it was entertaining, maybe not. If you're interested in that, go check it out. But I'm just going to skip all this stuff. We're not going to worry about it. We will do the first mission, and as it's very easy and gives you a nice 10,000 to start. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's take a look at our ship now. All right. 75 cargo. That's looking nice. Looking nice. More than I've ever played with, actually. So that'll help us be able to just, you know, carry more things and make more money. We got 5 officers and 30 crew, so that's pretty respectable. I'm happy with that. We got some weapons. These things are all probably going to be ditched at some point or another. Maybe not all of them. We will keep the mast dampener. We'll keep the nav assist mod. But once we start having more money, we will probably shed off these weapons and yeah, replace them with things more useful to what we're going for. Maybe more cargo space, maybe different things that just, boost our skills, make us better at exploring. I actually don't know if there's anything specific for exploring that you can put on your ship, but that's fine. We'll figure that out. It's going to be quite a bit of ways until we've got the money to be able to handle that. So next up, we're going to go and jump into our crew. So our captain is an explorer. We can learn a talent. I'm just going to pick this one up. Rerolling a card is nice. More reward is nice. I mean, this is good too, but we don't really need it, as we will have other people reducing the cost of our hyper warp. So I'm just going to pick up the automatic passing of a failed explore test in any situation. I do love those kinds of talents. Up next, we have our doctor. I am going to go with combat medic with him as well to mix with the doctor. He is going to be our only officer that's going to be getting, I think, stuck in to hand-to-hand combat, or whatever, crew combat. So we're going to give him that. That sounds well and dandy. Up next, we've got our quartermaster. So doing some research, I kind of put together, and also just read somebody's guide, that these two go together really quite well, as that +2 command. You're going to raise your command with both of them. So we can just make this guy have just really high command skill. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to train him as a commander. Next, we have our engineer. For this guy, I'm not 100% sure. Let me back out and look at who we have left. We've got an engineer, and that's it. Oh, so we only have 4 officers, though we can have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can pick up another guy. That's interesting. For the engineer, I mean, raising up your engineer can be useful. But I think what I'm going to end up doing with this guy, and I wish I could just replace him or get another officer right off the bat who is a merchant or diplomat. Possibly could have done that if we started with a politician and then recruited an officer or diplomat from him, but we didn't. So I'm not going to go up with the engineering. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Instead, I'm going to go with a merchant. As I said, we are going to be doing a lot of merchanting things, and getting this guy early off will help with that. Getting some of those talents. Merchants can have some really quite useful talents. Passing a failed negotiation test can be useful. Making cheaper trade permits, also useful. This is the one. When executing a trade at the exchange worth over 5,000, you have a 10% plus charisma chance. I hope you've got middling charisma. Interesting. Not great, but that's okay. It's not bad either. It's not great. But that's fine. I mean, there's also the possibility we can always recruit a merchant at a later date to either replace this guy or supplement him. I mean, merchants have a lot of good talents that I really do quite like. Like this one is okay. This one is good. The higher level talents also really good. Yeah, so we're gonna make him a merchant, at least to start off. We want to make sure, we want to try and get a merchant as early as possible. Even if we end up replacing him, it's fine. Maybe just having double merchants might be something we look into doing. So that's fine. Let's go ahead. Time to run through our crew. I'm just gonna go right off the bat with all of the automatic passing of tests. We're going to have a few gunners. We're probably going to ditch some of them. I'm not going to be really concerned about that. But we will pick up bombardment, as it does reduce accuracy. So if we get stuck in fights, we will be able to run away. We will, again, go for hot wire. Make sure we pass those tests. Same thing, picking up ship ops, pass the test. Picking up ship ops, pass that test. Here we have a soldier. So I really like suppressing fire getting that debuff to accuracy and knocking somebody back a slot can make a big difference. You can knock people out of their preferred places, which helps. Also, just that minus 25% to all accuracy is really nice. Oops. Another ship ops test. I'm gonna pick up one of these. How's your charisma? Also middling. I'm gonna pick up one of these. So this is like, you can kind of min-max it and really make sure that, like, you know, the guys that you give these certain talents to have high charisma. Do we have other crew dogs? You. So, no. Crew dog. Higher charisma. So like this guy. You know, I can give him that extra. He's got extra 1 charisma. Not really something to worry about, but it's something you can do. Probably on this difficulty, something I should pay more attention to. But there you have it. We will want to automatically pass any failed combat test, or pilot test rather, sorry. And again, for sure, we're going to take at least one of these. Having operation time to land and reducing fuel cost to 1 sounds good to me. We do want to have the passing of a failed navigations test, of course. Probably another one. So we have 2 guys that automatically pass failed electronics tests. This is not bad. How many other e-techs do we have? 1? No more. Okay, I think 2 will be enough for now. And I'm probably going to go with Signature Jammer, reducing the possible reputation damage by electronic skill. That's quite nice, actually. Whenever we get into a draw, we can just not worry about it as much. It won't hurt us as much. Another pilot. Let's see. We're going to want sharp steering. Getting that plus 15 to escape can definitely help. So we'll pick that one up. Wait a second. Yeah, okay. That was already good. Another gunner, but we're probably going to ditch you, so I'm not going to worry about it. Another gunner. We'll pick up boarding assault. Just in case they get closer, we can at least, you know, if they come into close range, can try and board and, you know, maybe have a chance that way. Okay. We've got 2 guys that help with ship ops and 1 person that I don't know. But ship ops comes up a lot. So I am going to take that. Won't be as useful later on when our skills get up. But for now, quite good. So next up, we've got a soldier. I'm going to probably take suppressing fire for him as well. Another guy with read charts. We've got 2 for the navigation. We'll pick up another one later probably. But for now, I want to get methodical planning, or sorry, efficient route, reducing the fuel costs by a bit. That's always nice. Here we've got our pistolier. I'll probably pick up pinning shot just to make sure that you know, we can pin people so they don't move around. But also makes them easier to kill for everybody else. Less parry, less dodge, less armor. Sounds good. Yeah, close range barrage is really good, but you have to be in the front, which we're just not going to do. You have to be in the very first position, which our swordsman will be. So another gunner. Here's our frontliner. We will take sharp counter. Sorry, our swordsman. We'll take that. I do like the sharp counter. It does damage and then just makes him much harder to hit or deal damage, and a chance that he can that he'll counter, which is really nice. Okay, probably pick up this one. I always miss that this is down at the bottom. Always miss that. We'll take the tactics test for sure. Signature jammer. What are you? No, okay, we're all done. That's everybody. Excellent, excellent news. So, what we're gonna do... This is the first mission. You just go and pick this person up and drop her off at the Prince. It's very easy to do. In fact, I think we start with her. So all we have to do is just go there and you make 10k. Very nice to do. But before we do that, I think we're going to go ahead and land here. What is it? It's high-tech industrial. Nope, don't want to do that. I want to land. We'll probably just refuel while we're here. No, let's go to the Spice Hall and check out the recruits we can get. So we only have one mechanic and only one each of a pistolier and swordsman. I may want to raise that up. Probably going to want another mechanic. So we're going to fire 2 gunners. Let's just go ahead and do that now. Crew. Let's just find 2 gunners. Gunner. You have boarding assault. So, yeah, you're fired. Bye-bye. And 1 more gunner. You have also boarding assault. We're going to keep one of you, and we'll fire the other one with bombardment. So, yeah, sounds good. We're going to go back down here to the Spice Hall and recruit. We're definitely going to pick up another mechanic. He's got a nice bonus. He's actually got... doesn't actually tell you what they add. So you add ship ops, repair, and electronics. Sounds pretty good to me. I might just pick up another mechanic. I think that sounds pretty good. This adds to some nice things for us to start off with. And our ship up is actually quite high. It's enough for our ship. But our repair is pretty solid. Do we need that? I mean, our piloting is not very good. We might end up failing more tests from that in the beginning. I feel like these are just getting another pilot. Seems crazy. We'll probably fire him and replace him with something more interesting when we have the opportunity. I think we're just going to pick up another pilot. Seems good to me. We'll go and level up the mechanic. Making cheaper repairs is nice. We only have 1 person that can help us pass a failed repair test. Seems like I'd rather avoid the damage in the first place than have it cheaper to repair. We're going to be avoiding fights, so less of a concern. Sounds good. This one, we've got 2 members that passed the automatic pilot's test. 1 person who can pass that. I'm tempted actually to get the bonus to escape. Just having multiples of these means if we ever get more than 1 fight in 3 weeks, we're going to be solid. That being said, evasive maneuvers can also really help. Really help you just not die. Tough decision. Having another one of these is pretty nice as well. I might go with evasive maneuvers. In case the first time we don't succeed to retreat, we can at least buff our defense. Sounds good to me. Alright, next up, we're going to see. This is a farming planet. So we're going to be going from... Are we not there? We're here. From high-tech industrial to farming. So what might they want on a farming planet? What's nice is that at some point we can buy this here. Once we've got a full trader's license, at some point we can buy this and end up making just tons of money bringing that to that farming planet. Water purifiers they like, not clothing. The fuel is almost never worth carrying. Can't do gas processors, don't need that. Looks like it's water purifiers. Now the risk is if it's actually not in demand there, this could just ruin us. We're gonna go hard. We're gonna spend all of our money, and I think we're gonna leave it there. We're not gonna make any movement just yet. Thank you very much for joining me. I've got a good feeling about this run. I've learned a lot in my past few times, definitely from the mistakes I've made that have cost me a lot there. I know what to avoid, like the plague. So we're gonna stay away from certain things, and we're gonna really dive in. We're gonna live up to the name of the game, Star Traders Frontiers. We're gonna be trading, and we're gonna be exploring those frontiers. Like, I'm so excited there, I poked myself in the eye, but I'm fine. I know I didn't raise my resilience up very much, but I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah. So if you guys like this so far, please stick around. I really appreciate it when you guys comment. Above all else, I mean, subscriptions actually help my channel the most, but I personally just appreciate comments. I want to know what you guys think. I want suggestions, tips. I want to be berated for messing up and building terrible characters. All the things. Engage with me. I'll talk to you. I'll be there. So, please, I would really appreciate that. And yeah, so that's it for this episode. Once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed the setup. Next time, we're going to start making moves. We're going to start trading around the galaxy and running some missions as well, and see how that goes for us. My name is ManTheMaker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.